Your life experience, good or bad, is a gift when you share it with others. At Taxi Chronicles, we allow real riders with real stories to share their gift. So hopefully this episode will intrigue, enhance or inspire you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we're blessed. We've got another guy who's going to be talking about mining and crypto. He's been quite humble. He said he doesn't know too much, but he has family members who have been mining and various other things. So we're just going to tap into his mind, his beautiful mind, and see what he knows. So nice to have you here today, Bob.
It's my pleasure, my absolute pleasure.
Okay, so just to recap, do you want to tell us about your family members and what they do and how they do it?
Sure, yeah. You could actually find their account still available on Instagram. But like I said, they stopped this company, so it's no longer running. But it was called Hive Mining. And what they did is that they were mining Ripple. And so we were based off the States, but electricity is like incredibly expensive there as well. So they found these warehouses in Kazakhstan, because electricity there is like pennies cheap a month, you know? And they know that, and they know that there are like foreign investors that are interested in like cheap electricity to mine. And they went over there and they rented some warehouses, and I understand that they did mine for a while, for a few years, 3 or 2 years, and I'm not sure where that went after. But that's basically what they did with Hive Mining.
So when I don't know how much you know, but when they started to mine, was it a bit in Kazakhstan, was it like a lot of politics to get in there and start to do it?
No, because like I said, the government in Kazakhstan kind of welcomes foreign investors to come in and mine because they know the electricity is cheap and they have warehouses, and the weather too. You know, you have to take the weather into consideration, because in a hot climate, you're gonna need a lot of cooling, right? A lot of ACs in your warehouses and whatnot. And in Kazakhstan, like their elevation is pretty high, so it's like pretty cool throughout the year. Just like here, I suppose, right? So that was a good factor as well, because where they were based originally out of California and Texas, I mean, you know, the cooling, electricity would have been an extra arm and a leg cost, you know?
Okay. Did you hear about Miami wanted to become the crypto
hub? Yeah.
Do you think that's going to work based on what you're saying about the heat?
I mean, unless the government is taking different measures.
Solar panel energy.
You know what? Yeah. You know, and how they charge warehouses and business that are specific with crypto mining. If they don't treat it like any other just normal household electricity, you know, then yeah, I could see potential in that. And to be honest, it's in their favor to bend those rules and kind of like cater to all these different types of investors, you know, and have more money pouring through Miami.
Did you ever go to Kazakhstan to see the...
I myself have not been to Kazakhstan, no.
Oh, okay.
No, but I have friends in the Middle East right now, actually, friends from college of mine, that are mining Ethereum, and they've just built this bridge. I mean, it's still all experimental, you know, like they have these, what are these, like these hard drives, I guess you would call them, that actually mine the currency, and they have this bridge where it's all like metallic, and they have it all welded onto each other and whatnot, so they're kind of like experimenting. If it's really worth the risk, you know, if it's worth the investment, because these investments, you're talking about like, what, 6, 7, 8,000 pounds for this bridge, you know, with a couple of machines. And then that all depends on how much you're mining a day and a week and, you know, etc. So for them, with the single bridge that they have with 4 hard drives, I believe, if that's the correct word to use, I believe that they said that that would cover their investment within a year. So 12 months of mining would cover the investment of this bridge. So obviously you're going to need more than one bridge of 3 to 4 hard drives wired to them, you know?
So, have you ever seen a mine?
This bridge? Yeah, I've seen them in front of me, yeah.
Okay, so describe it? How, I know you said something about welding.
Yeah.
Like a big computer tower?
So,
bigger than a car?
yeah, so each of these devices has a certain capacity to how much currency they're mining, right? And I don't know, they're like, let's say they weigh about maybe a couple of kilos in weight, and maybe a size, you know, thickness of a couple of books, you know. And the reason this bridge goes through is that it's like a metallic welded bridge together where all these hard drives are then slotted onto it, and they're all connected, you know, via their Ethernet and cables and all that kind of stuff. Again, I'm not using the correct terminology, you know. But
So do you need fiber optics at the other end, or is it a satellite dish?
to be honest, they were using a Wi-Fi connection to operate this thing. Obviously, the higher speed internet you get with less interruption, the better. But like I said, this is all experimental for them. They were just like testing out and seeing if it's worth the investment, and if they're gonna pour a bigger investment into it in the near future. And I think they're interested, to just to add to that point, I really think they're interested in taking this further. Because last I spoke to them was about 3 weeks ago, and they said they've invested into another bridge. So another, £10,000 investment, another one of these bridge with modems or hard drives. So it looks like it's going well for them, you know.
Have you ever thought about getting involved?
To be honest, yes, I really want to, but not with mining, with just investment, you know. I really don't have the time on my hands to really dedicate towards this, you know. I would love to, it's great money, but I just have a lot on my plate right now.
We hope you liked that Taxi Chronicles interview. Don't forget to share and subscribe to get the latest episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economies and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. Listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. British Standard Time.